as you'd expect, or as you may have gathered, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We obviously completed the first game a while back. I always do this on the story difficulty just because I'm interested in just getting through the story. We could have these modifications if we wanted, but I don't really think I do. Can have different critical. We can have different level scaling depending on how we feel. But really, that's where we want to go, I think. So yeah, let's play on. Continue the Pillars of Eternity story. And see where Deadfire takes us. Obsidian back with another one. We're reaching out to the Deadfire archipelago, I believe. Let's go. Does it carry anything over from the last game? Does it remember my last save? Do you think? I don't know. Anyway, here we are back. For more.
Aora. A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn
Aora.
through the turning of the wheel.
Is that where we are?
A cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as
Adra. We know all about those from last time.
You traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of
That was also something that happened.
infants born without souls that many believed was
We dealt with that, we gave them their souls back, didn't we?
a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently
We know all this already.
transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls.
Correct.
The ritual also gave you horrible visions. Waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest,
That's right, we went after Theos, who made himself basically invincible isn't the word, but
agent of the gods,
could pass on
known
his
as Theos
memories
Ix Arcanon.
throughout
With
generations,
divine assistance,
unlike
you
anyone else.
confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis.
Yep.
In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods.
Unfortunately, yes, that's exactly what they did.
Visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadmir, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in
relative peace and prosperity.
prosperity.
Until what? What happened? Something had to happen to destroy that, didn't it? Let's find out.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse?
Well, kind of.
Must have told it 100 times.
I don't think I got all the way down to finish that, did I?
But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest.
Probably not.
Maybe the gods weren't finished with us.
Are they ever? In this world, are they ever finished with you? I'm also thinking I might, at some point, relatively soon, probably once I've done this, maybe some other point, I don't know,
When my god came back,
I'll look at doing, I was thinking maybe doing the entire Assassin's Creed kind of series from beginning to end. That'll take some time, obviously. What's this? It's that statue of like the guy whose name I don't remember. Was it Was that the name of the guy, or was that... Can't remember. So what exactly is going on? Some sort of spiritual event. I don't know.
And so you wake to a sleepless world. The in-between of life.
The in-between of life and death. Okay.
Follow your memories. You have
Follow
been
my
there.
memories. Can I move any faster?
You have seen past the shroud. You
Oh, that's
are
the woman that
Watcher,
was hanging in the tree.
and the Watcher you will stay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
A watcher, see souls.
Can't move any faster than
knows
this.
their pasts, and the souls see them back.
Killed him.
A dubious honor,
Oh.
inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
It was. Definitely a dubious honour. Particularly given everything that was there.
What is a god? A higher power?
And that's Theos.
A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
No.
The
I mean,
gods aren't
he thought he
real,
was one.
but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Yeah. That turned out to be the case. Very much so.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
I think it was beyond everybody. The comprehension of those ideas.
Let the world see. Let them decide.
It's
what
kind of
to
a
do.
walk back through what the what happened in the last game.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher.
The wheel has turned again. What does that do for me? Come on. What's that blue guy over there? He looks like Beast from the X-Men. Crossed with like a bat or something with those giant ears he has. Here we are, we've arrived somewhere.
An aged
Oh yeah, I
dwarf
saw
moves
something.
this strange floating platform with you.
An
His
aged
face
dwarf.
is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still,
I saw something quite
his
funny.
well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
Good.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping
He's
his
smiling
face
all the
from a
time, is he?
tiny sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Fair enough. Yeah, I noticed something in the options that I wanted to look at. That I thought was quite funny. Look, here you go. So I can give everybody big heads. Do you know what? Let's do it just for fun. Let's do it for a laugh. See what it looks like. Yes, save changes. Whoa, giant heads. I like it.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Let's do it with giant heads just for fun. So what am I doing here? Taking a walk to some random
Sit. Please.
person sitting in a chair with like a ghostly white face.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in.
Particularly if it was on her head.
A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched
A hollow
across
face,
it
but very
is
big.
delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times.
It just looks really creepy, doesn't it? The big
She's
heads.
occupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of
So what exactly am I doing here?
and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained
Let's
you
see.
of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards.
The
They
cards represent the course of my
your
life.
You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Okay. Let's do that then. I returned the lost hollow-born souls to the Deerwood's children, as I pledged to Hylia. What's that? Well, it was that, wasn't it? We returned the hollowborn to the
Does
children.
everything appear to be in order?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the beyond.
Welcome to the Beyond.
Hylia One half
Obviously, that'll change the story depending on what you want to do.
In the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
What, he's the other half?
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's
So there are two halves of Barath.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
The Hall of Stars.
You came to that tower seeking our aid.
I did.
You prayed for help in reaching Theos, beyond the Court of Penitence, but would not pledge yourself to me.
No, I didn't. You're right.
A pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
Yeah, so I didn't make the pledge,
She places a card in the middle of the
which is
arrangement.
fine.
A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the
Let's
gods
see.
once before. Now it seems we have.
Oh, they need me now. I've got to return the favour,
The being that occupied Odnua's
even though I did
flesh
them a
beneath the
favour in
castle
order
was the dead god,
to get their
Aethys. Of this we are
help
certain.
anyway.
What we do not know is what his intentions are.
And I never got anything in return for some of them.
Though Aethys stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough
Actually,
to
now that I
survive
think
the
about it,
onslaught and enter the
I don't owe them
in-between.
anything.
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power
He's
of
chosen a
thousands
body
of
made of
souls,
living Adra.
including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Am I dead?
No, but neither is your body
Oh,
truly
okay.
alive.
Spiritually, at least.
Your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
Alright, so if she returns me, I'll be...
She delicately places a
back
card
to life.
upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Well, I'd like to find him as much as you would. He destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people. Just thinking about the character that we built
I know.
before.
It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and
Yeah, a lot of
Ishtar
people.
lands. Their souls remain in
A lot of
Aethys'
people.
will. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return.
I'll take the wheel, no. I assume the game's over if I do that, so let's just get on with it.
Good.
Let's get on with it.
Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were. The last whisper of life and death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes
The
darken,
last whisper.
leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face,
Okay.
the beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Okay, well I can barely remember what I actually made my character look like. Oh, I can import my character. Wait. No, I can't. That's not what I want. So it's just pre-made characters. It's not the character I had, or is it? No, it's not the character I made. So we may as well start a new one. He is male. Don't know. That just looks crazy. I think he was an elf before, wasn't I? Let's just see what the other options are. The giant heads are making it very difficult to decide. We were an elf. Yeah, let's just be an elf again. And we were It was a wood elf, not a pale elf. Do I want to be multi-class? No, just a single class. Now, so before we were a fighter, I quite like playing as a rogue in games, but I don't really want to change my character too much. And also, combat for rogues isn't great. But it might be easier for lockpicking and stuff like that. I think we'll go with the fighter because that's what we were before. What does this give me? Constant recovery is less effective. Accuracy penalised. Lower stride. No, do you know what? We're not going to bother with the subclass. We're going to be straight down the line. Knockdown as the first thing as well. So, that needs to be up. And that. I think that's where we'll start. Where are we from? I'm sure that I chose the Living Lands before. In fact, yeah, I'm certain. I'm certain that it was the Living Lands I chose. And what was I? I believe I was a drifter. Okay, so I can choose a weapon proficiency. Last time out I was two-handed weapons. Well, there we go. Vulnerable thrust. Gain penetration at the cost of deflection. Savage attack. I think savage attack's the way we're going. Is that it? Oh, I can choose two. Yeah, that's true. Oh well, in that case, I wonder if I should take a firearms skill as well. Although, with a two-handed sword, it doesn't really make much sense to change back to something like that, does it? No, let's do that as a ranged option as well. And what will our portrait be? I mean, I think that's the closest thing to what we would want it to be anyway. No, let's do that one actually. And colour scheme is pretty much that every time. That one. That'll do. And the eyes. There we go. Head. Now, this is going to be difficult because... Can I zoom out a little? All the heads look the same to me. I might have to turn off these big heads. You know what, let's go with that one. No, let's go with this one. And voice, well... That one will do. And a pose, well... Let's do the old heroic pose. Because why not? And our name is, of course... Because I'm sure that's what it was last time. Supernatus. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Before I do anything though, those big heads might look kind of fun, but they're actually kind of annoying.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly.
There we go.
When the time comes,
So I'm the
you will have
herald of
power
the
to
Pallid
reveal the
Knight.
souls that cling to you. To
Maybe I
open
should have been a
the gateway
paladin.
to the in-between, to the waking world. Find Aethys.
Okay.
Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
So I'll be summoned when they want to
With
talk
the
to me.
quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper.
I have darkness
into your soul.
inside me.
Looking down,
I wasn't
see
through the game
a
just
small
out.
lump of darkness roiling within.
Not really.
The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, herald.
A chime?
It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me.
Alright, so she's put something in me that she can use to control
The
me.
gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Oh good, we're going through a new door. I feel a bit better not having a giant
The
head.
creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile.
He just gives me a nod, that's all. Can't move any faster, which is kind of annoying. Maybe once we're alive we'll be able to. I can hope, right? Where am I? Eder? It's Eder, our friend from the first game. And I'm alive. And so's he, even better. Bit wobbly.
The return to your body feels like waking after...
Yeah, I'm sure it does. How long has he been out of his body for?
The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe.
Right, he's smoking a
At
pipe.
the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing.
He's surprised to see me awake.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
I'm awake. I'm in a lot of pain though.
Might have been me. I've been slapping you a little harder each day, trying to wake you.
Slapping me. Nice.
Never dreamed it'd work.
I don't think it did, to be honest.
At what would likely be his slapping hand, examining both sides.
What, you thought that if he just kept doing it harder and harder, eventually he'd get it right?
Tell me.
I hate to
Do
cause
I?
Paul over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Oh, what's the steward got to say?
Voice echoes from inside the bust.
This is the
remains
steward of
the
Caed Nua.
steward of Caed Nua.
Caed Nua, as they call it.
Has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua. and
Maros
possessed
Nua,
the
that was his name.
consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago.
So we're going to Deadfire.
I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul. And proximity to it has brought you back.
I know.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
No, I've not been faking on you.
Misfortunes brewing topside. Wait. Magrans fires the captain.
Yeah, I'm awake.
An older man with
How am I the
ale-sour
captain
breath
if I've been...
rubs his
maybe...
bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead.
Maybe that's how I woke up.
Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding
Pirates?
Hollywood, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
Gear up from the wardrobe. all of them, of course. What? All of them.
Alright, now make some use of it.
Okay, let's gear up. There we go. How do I... Oh, there we go. Main weapon. There. That can be my secondary. There. And pop this on, please. Instead of your random clothing. It's Hylia's bounty.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. The pirates of Deadfire are
Yeah, so let's go deal with the pirates then.
suggest you deal with them quickly.
Gotta get on deck.
Just the way up on deck. Oh, a dragon. A dragon. Well, it's not a full-size dragon, is it? 'Cause the real dragons are huge. In this game. Come on.
What have we here?
Oh, we're not lost.
Lost and alone in the storm?
A surly, brutish-looking captain stands stiff-backed before his crew. He scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping about his ears in the wind.
Taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least
But
you
you won't be, though.
I'm a gentleman of fortune.
He shrugs in the sheeting rain before pinning me with a slow, murderous
I'll
grin.
see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonising, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
Yeah, the storm's pretty loud. Did he say he was surrendering?
Then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Sounds about right, yeah.
But the breeches are going to be stitched from your skin. You got a small
Well.
mouth on ya.
We'll see about that.
Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade.
Well, maybe, but
Listen up, mate.
not by you. He cracks his neck as he addresses his
I'm
crew
off to spear
and falls to the
you
ground
with this.
dead because he's cracked his
One with
neck.
sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play
They
with
won't
the
be taking
crew
it,
if you
mate.
like, but don't bring me any prisoners.
Doesn't want any living prisoners. And if they're dead, then they won't be prisoners, will they? They'll just be corpses that you've decided to keep. Is he going to help me or what? I got to fight on my own. I mean, all things considered... Oh, is this going to be another one of these horrible storms? These Biowac type things that almost killed us in the first game? You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slicked deck. It misses you, but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chitupek pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognise the symbol on the front. Realise it likely contains the salvage from Cadnua, your keep. But we're going to rescue Chitupek. I grab his arm as his grip fails. For a tense moment he hangs, but with a mighty tug. We pull him back onto the deck. Here is a heavy splash. The crate is gone. Chitupek meanwhile nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. You know, if you don't have enough crew, could be a problem. Meanwhile, the storm's nearly driven us ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline, and Aethys striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you toward the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might, until at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Beholder? Don't like the holders. Flying eye beasts. Oh, that's even worse. Look, it's got eyes on the end of all its tentacles. So here we are. We've got to seek out a means of repairing our ship.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip.
Yeah, I have.
I'd awoke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
I look peaceful with my face in the sand, did I? Edda runs his fingers through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and then tosses it onto the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
Good.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Okay.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord.
So it's only 3 of us right now.
Long sleep.
Another long sleep. Where are we?
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Yeah, that's not
Difficult to say
something to
for
be
certain.
concerned about right now.
Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is
The
that
Valian
the
Trading
storm hasn't
Company
spun us
operate
around
here.
entirely. I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region.
Okay, so we might be able to find them
Hence
for
that
help.
little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Yeah. Can we patch up the ship?
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance in that regard. And not to doubt Master Adair's capacity, but even he would need supplies.
That's true. Steak
Okay.
especially.
Patching
Steak.
the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter.
Yeah, and a crew. That's true.
See about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship.
Yeah, let's find the survivors first.
I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright.
That would be good, yeah.
My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
That's what we want. Squint dramatically while looking out at the ocean. I'm on a special mission to find Aethys and learn what his plans are.
Sure. I suppose if any mission could be considered special, it'd have to be this one.
Yep.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well,
Okay.
I suppose we better get a move on.
Good, let's go. Of course he's coming with us. I can give him a different, I'm giving him Swashbuckler.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Oh, why? There we go. That's better. Now I've got us as a team. So there, everything's pretty much as I'd expect it to be. Can't level up yet because we haven't done anything. What's going on now? There we go. Right, let's take a walk around to see what we can find. Nothing there. Is this person here dead? Apparently so, but at least we can take... Oh, look.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
I don't know who that is. That person's dead. That person's dead, but we may as well take all the equipment they've got lying around. Because they've got no use for it anymore. Obviously. There's another body over here. And someone screaming for help. Let's see. The Defiant's looking far worse for wear after its unexpected landfall. The hull splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of our battle with the pirates. The deck is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be listing further. I may be able to climb up. Do I have a grappling hook? I do. Lost an item. The rope makes the ascent easier, and I find myself climbing over the rail. There is somebody on the deck. Irena.
Him better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought.
Oh, maybe you are. The sheen of sweat on her brow and the wan cast of her features belies where my chat is. I can't see it.
It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
It hurts even worse than it looks. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, let me see. What do we want to do? I'll craft a splint from some debris.
I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita.
She watches me work with relief. Once I'm through, she gives a tentative stretch.
Still hurts, but I can manage from here. Have you found any of the others yet?
Not yet, no.
I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out
She's
there,
going to start a fire. We
they'll
didn't.
see it and turn up.
Okay, so we've helped her. Is there anything else we can do on the ship? Can we get in through the doors? It would appear not. The Defiant is defiant no longer. Climb down.
I'll take care.
Okay. So let's go around this side of the ship, see if there's anyone lying around over here. Can get some armor and a hat. And a silver fin fish. And that is some spire sponge. Have a look at our inventory. Got potions of minor healing. I'm going to stick that in my quick items. What's that? Some water. An ingredient. Lockpicks. A dagger that I have absolutely no use for. Some food. I could put this hat on my head, but what good does it actually do? Doesn't do any good. That has an armor rating of 5. Mine has an armor rating of 7. In his inventory, now what's he carrying? He's got his sword and shield, saber, and shield, and he's got some stuff in his quick items already. Wait, does that help me right now? I can use it 3 times. Okay, well, not right now. So there's no one else around near the ship. There's some ghosts around.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
Yeah, fancy seeing you here.
I can't see much of anything really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened?
I'm afraid you didn't make it.
It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you.
Well, Barath charged me with guiding souls to the afterlife, so you're my responsibility now.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough.
Yeah, come along then.
Suppose you're stuck with that.
I am stuck with the ghosts, unfortunately. It's my cross to bear, as they might say.
Don't hurt anymore.
Yep, your leg wouldn't hurt when you're dead. At least I assume it wouldn't. Maybe it would. Who knows? I'm just wondering how I...
Yes?
How do I look at the map? Is there a map? There's a map. Okay, so let's take a look around.
I'll handle this.
Something to pick up. Some blood moss. I'm harvesting all this stuff, and I harvested all this sort of stuff in the last game.
Margaret, here. My flame burns yet.
Is this Vela? Is the boat going to be okay? No. No, it's not. That is me, yes.
Time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Andra's bosom the next.
Pretty much. His eye twitches as he flashes a smile notable for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye.
Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
Mm-hmm. Even the gods can't break me.
Some others might think that blasphemy.
Mm.
But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire.
Can we go back on
Yeah,
the ship
probably.
now?
You're still drunk, aren't you?
Dry as kindling, Watcher.
Dry? Any idea where I should start?
Heard some hollering by the Defiant. Worth spying on, just in case someone went cast from the deck onto the strand.
Shouldn't you be helping?
I'm Captain. I pray for the dint to test ourselves anew against the pirates.
Test ourselves against the
Slip
pirates.
away a second time.
Okay. Don't let Ingram be a bad influence.
You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Airglan.
That's true.
Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Ale?
Uncle
It's not a child.
too.
Okay, well that's all they're going to tell me right now. So I don't want to walk off out of here yet, which I assume that would take me to. That'll take me to an eastern path. So I don't want to go there yet, because I want to see what's... You know, I want to clear up everything that's here first. Like, where's that guy that I rescued? If he turns out to be dead after this excursion, then it's like, why did I bother saving him? Boars? Oh. He couldn't hold the boars back. I'm pretty sure I can defeat a boar. Wow, what's that? What's that slow motion? Oh no, we did it, yeah. Got some meat. There's Tupac, the guy I saved.
I believe the Boers were hoping for easy meat.
At least he survived.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
What happened?
After we made landfall, you mean? I woke and Beadle was close by, swearing fit to bring Andra's wrath upon us a second time. I came over this way.
A search for supplies.
Some of that blood moss over there. I thought it might be of use. I imagine the Boers had the same idea.
I'll look for Beadle.
I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
I guess we're going in a cave to rescue one of our crew. Or we could just leave him there. A sea cave. Let's hope there's nothing too disturbing down here. That's the word I wanted. Here we go.
The better part of valor.
We can play stealthily, which I didn't do
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
last time in the game. Let's try and make use of our stealth a little bit more. Pox cap. Don't know if I want one of them. We've got a box we can interact with here. We've got a torch, razor gill, some repair supplies, hard tack. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what's here. Sneak as much as we can. What's up there? Skeletons. Well, we'll get to that eventually. Yeah, the beetle isn't too difficult. And hopefully that skeleton's too far away for it to be an issue. There we go. We'll search this way first.
Wait. There.
There's a skeleton, but it couldn't see us. There we go. Problem solved with the skeleton. Oh, but we got more. What's going on? And the other one. There we go. Easy. Take all the components of that. What's this over here? Anything useful? Cave coral. Let's take a look up here. Sneak again. Uh-oh. Is this our crewmate? Something... He had a note of some kind. A waterlogged note. Still no sign of Benwith. How much longer are we going to wait? The wet's already ruined half our take. And get your stinking construct under control. It's been hanging out by that crystal. I swear it's been giving me the eye. Some sort of construct here. Okay. Yes. And we got a frock coat. And not anything particularly useful, apart from the healing potion, which I suppose is going to be helpful. Right, there's nobody around in this area, so let's run a little bit.
Keep it down.
Now we'll just sneak this way a bit. Let me just check the map. See exactly where we're going. Okay, we'll try this way first, and then we'll go across that little island bit. There's nobody here yet. Okay. That's the construct they're talking about, I guess. See if we can defeat it. See if it's beatable. Attack then. Just increase the combat speed a touch. There we go.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave?
I don't know why it's here.
Collecting his thoughts.
I'm guessing it's covering these dozen paintings that are mildewed and worthless.
That art looks about as good as it smells at this point.
Yep. Well, that's what they were saying.
Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
Is this what the construct ate? A ring of minor protection. Oh, and a scroll that's no use to either of us right now. Let's see if anything's equipable amongst that. Like that ring. That's definitely going on my hand. Actually, what kind of... No, he's got decent enough armor. He doesn't need any additional stuff. Particularly not that. I don't think anyone needs any of that right now. Right, let's keep moving. That's obviously the construct that they were talking about. There's some Adra. Is this our guy?
Damn pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
We're not pirates.
Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we
Yep.
got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Pretty much.
And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly.
Well, thanks for calling me that.
Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying
What
to find
trouble
a way
would that
past
be?
without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
What? Set off the traps prematurely with stones.
Clever that. No, it's a good thing none of them were of the exploding variety.
Well, you know.
Would have gotten a kick out of that, I bet.
Thankfully, none of them were.
Corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
There's a campfire on the beach.
Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Sure thing. But let's look around and see what else is here. Rather than just... It looks like we found all of our... I'll let him disarm the trap. Good. See if he can disarm that trap. He can. Excellent. The trap disarming's a lot better. Than it was. I will say that. Apparently stuff we don't receive stuff in the order that we pick it up. It's armor rating 7. What about him? Could he make use of that better than... Nope. But we can sell it, or give it to someone else if we get another crew member to join up with us. I'm interested to see what's the other way. Oh, and there's a guy lying dead that I think we missed. He's got some leather armor and a hat. Now let's take out this skeleton, seeing as we're here. Might be able to get a sneak attack on him. There we go. See, one of us was still sneaky enough because he's a rogue. Warhammer. Right, but let's see what's up this last path before we go back to everyone else.
Whoa, look.
What's that? A sea bat. I'm not concerned about a sea bat.
Keep it down.
Let's just sneak again. Huona Mahe. Looks like there's nothing else here. Just an empty space. Right, well, let's run back now. We've done everything that needs to be done in this area. No, there's a passage of some kind there. Unless that's what this is. The waters here glow an eerie blue and the cave glistens with reflected light. I can make out an opening in the cavern walls to the northwest where the water flows onward. Well, let's swim through. We swim into the tunnel, following the cavern walls at bends. Partway through I start to lag behind. Panic sets in, but Eder helps. We come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern, where sunlight streams in. We've leveled up. Have we both leveled up, or just one of us? Right, let's see. How do I increase my skill? There we go. And we can also increase a passive skill. Let's boost our diplomacy skills. Just because I feel like those are important. Although this is a much better tree. I like this. Fast runner, arms bearer, monastic, unarmed training. I'm not using any unarmed skills, so... Gain an additional weapon set. I don't really need to. We'll take fast runner. Can he level up too? He can. So because he's more of a rogue, mechanics is going to be the most important skill for him. And I would say streetwise as well on this occasion. It probably wouldn't hurt. But I can choose rogue class skills for him. Backstab, of course. If you're going to have rogue skills, you need that. us here. So, Valario's Rest. Where is this and what is this? And should we have gone here? I guess we'll find out.
Told you not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no,
No, we can go back from here after.
Animancy tech.
Animancy? The ghostly figure paces the length of the small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while. Her long cape flaps with a wind that blows from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you? Came out
Yeah, because you're a ghost.
Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwiths? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Looks like the rocks here wrecked your boat.
I think I remember something about a boat. Yeah, and some screaming.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? Well, with you being the only other thing around and all. I can...
Stay with me. I'll find a way to return you to the
Tell
wheel.
mate, I'd take anything over this endless grey. Even Remagon's frosty Oscret.
Good, you might have to. There we go. So we've picked up another spirit. And we got some bits from there. And that is pretty much it. So we can leave here now. Now there's another person up there that I can't get to. Maybe I can spot them when I come out again. Probably. Just another dead crew member, is it? There we go. And back we go. We made it safely enough. So now it's time to get back to our ship. Well, what remains of our ship, at least. Because there's not much left of it. Until we fix it, at least. What's that? Nothing we can go into. Set dressing. And back out to this side of Valario's Rest. There was a guy standing up on a cliffside. I guess he's up this way. Must be right there. He is. Yo. True. We're in an empty space. Well, I think the only thing left for us to do, to be honest, right now is go back to this campfire.
I'll boil up some water. We'll have a spy at that leg of yours.
Let's take a look at our journal, just see where it's telling me to go. Okay, that went through a bit quicker than I wanted. Stranded, seek out means of repairing. Explore the island. Find some assistance nearby. Must be a settlement nearby. Well, that would be that path to the east over there. So I guess we'll go and have a look. Just while we've got Edgar with us, two heads are better than one, as they say. Let's head out to the Deadfire Archipelago. Wonder if they've done anything different with the map this time. Because the map was pretty good, but I thought it could bear a little bit of improvement from the first game. Forgotten Sanctum's been installed. I'll automatically begin the first quest of that adventure when I reach a visitor upon the high seas. Okay. This has been installed too, so I'll begin the first quest of that when the steward contacts me after I've progressed. Great. What's that place? Picked up some ale. Can't do anything that requires me to go on the water. This is a lot more interesting actually. Eelinet's Fork. I guess that'll be something. In the distance we see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests it's been damaged or disabled. Even from our vantage we can make out kith milling around. Let's sneak closer. We make out a group of red Seren pilgrims in rough spun linens. A single draft horse stamps at the ground as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel. I'll just approach them. One of the pilgrims notices you. A step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. A weight of concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look to me with a mix of apprehension and hope. Dreams? We're farmers, come from Red Ceres to work the colony fields here. We're believers, all to the one, in the light of Aethys. See? Better be careful with that. The other pilgrims nod fervently in agreement. A woman with a smiling baby lifts the infant's hand to wave. We've been having dreams, 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aethys, calling to us, so we came here to the place we saw in our dreams. We saw the giant pass with 3 stars on its brow, but sad to say we couldn't follow him. Let me take a look. Now let's attempt to lift the corner of the wagon. Either of us probably would be okay. I square myself to the wagon's corner, squat deep and wrest the wheel from the mud with a grunt. A young Dawnstar stands in shock, but reacts in time to thrust a thick board beneath the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path. We're happy. Smelling, the leader presses a small pouch of coins into my hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They begin to prepare their wagons as I take my leave. We've got 15 silver pfennigs, which is in my stash. And the old man says, take care of yourself and your soul, traveller. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he's come for us. Fair enough. What's that? Oh, look. Port Mage. I would assume that's going to be somewhere we can visit. Somewhere that might be able to help us. Or maybe they'll attack us on sight, I don't know. Either way, it's got to be better than standing around doing nothing. And it's a port, so hopefully there'll be people who can fix ships there. Which is kind of what we need. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so let's see what's around here. A crowd.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
Oh, they're freaking out about the giant. The man at the centre of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Omawa woman standing just beside him.
Everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes.
Okay.
We will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about them?
How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
Oh, he's staring at me and now everyone else is looking too.
It's one of the pirates.
I'm not a pirate.
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. 2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors. For the way to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
That would make
That's
you
right.
lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
Alright, his own ships are not good.
Quite.
Just need some repairs and I'll be on my way.
Blanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes.
Good.
Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
No, I'm sure she won't.
As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
And what you want me to do for you before you'll help. No, I'm not here with animancers. I'm just seeing what they're asking. No, I don't want to wait. So I guess we're going to the governor's estate. There's a few places to see around here as we're moving, but these are all just regular people.
What marvelous carvings!
Oh yes, this one is...
Amira protect you, he says. I'm assuming this is the right way. Yeah. We'll go and speak to the governor then. See what he wants us to do in order for him to fix our ship. Who knows? So where is he? I wonder. In that room over there, do you think?
I'll take care of this.
Don't think we want to be stealing from anybody right now. We've only just met these people, we're not going to immediately start taking stuff. But we'll maybe have a look in the other rooms.
Of course.
Who's that? Single day of rest in the jungle will reclaim the house. I mean, it might, I suppose. My hands are occupied, I have no time to worry. I suppose it depends what they're occupied with. Yeah, through here then. Louisa. All that's happened, it's a wonder we do not have a riot on our hands.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valian Trading Company,
Uh-huh.
please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
Yeah, thanks.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty.
Seems that they do, yeah.
Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
Strange events?
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port March
They saw a giant.
seem to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm. I would call
Yeah,
it
everyone
quite
did.
fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things.
That was Aethys.
You'll find good company among the Dawn Stars here in town. They have all manner of theories concerning the behemoth. Now, to
Yeah,
the matter of your ship.
but I know who it
You're
is.
stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports.
Oh no, it was perfectly fine. Our ship's perfectly good. We just need it fixed. Obviously, there's some...
Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships.
Yeah, I guessed
All
that.
that said, I believe I may have a
Well, the
solution,
storm saw to them.
provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I just got here.
Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We have cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is
fair enough.
Site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island.
And what's this? What am I looking for?
In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I know a little about Adra, yeah.
Well, luminous Adra is to Adra what a fine wine is to... well, never mind that. The point is that it is a particularly potent material, suffused with essence, and it is only found right here in the Deadfire archipelago.
Right, I can see why you might need it.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
You mean you're trading in souls?
That's a colorful way of putting it. Energy is more apt. It's not quite a matter of digging up the spirit of your old grandmother.
Well, you say that.
And I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion.
I don't know if I want to tell my watcher, you know, that's the...
On the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently.
He wants me to find out why their other outpost is failing.
To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy.
Did you not see what happened on the main land with animancers?
And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
Well, that was the truth.
Heard from Mestre Odorisi since.
So he's probably all squashed to death.
Or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost,
well, there's a good chance.
Is at risk, which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
And if I find Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health.
Oh yeah, sure. Does he have any idea what might have happened?
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
Okay, well I can do it for you. I don't have a choice, really, do I?
Assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that
his notes would be greatly valuable. Well, if we don't find him, but we do find his notes, I don't think I'm going to give them to that guy. Because he's definitely fake. That would be a fair assumption. Well, let's take a look around this town and see what there is before we leave and find out about that place. Here we go. That's not what I chose. Area map. Let's try Port Mage Jail. Or Mage, whatever it is. Alteria. We're still recovering from the storm.
We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Well, let me see what you have.
Have a look.
Then I can sell some of the stuff. I need to turn off those tutorials. Okay, right, what can I sell? That can go. And these Principe hats. I don't need a dagger. Yeah, we don't need that. Or a wand, neither of us need a wand. Or 3 pistols. Don't need that. Wait, what? I have to actually select where I'm moving it to. Fair enough. I've got 4 shields. It puts it in weird positions. Pork. Sell that. An additional saber. It's exactly the same as the one that Eder already has. Frock coat. Nope. None of us are going to have any need for them right now. Corrosive cloud trap. Sell the crossbow. And that. And that. I don't want a warhammer. There we go. Oh, what's this? Why would I need death runes? I mean, that's a silly question really, isn't it? Okay, so that was a merchant. We've got the prison here. Or maybe it's elsewhere. Yeah, that is the jail. Let's see what's going on in the Port Mage jail. And then we'll go and look for his thing. His financial concerns.
Yes.
Who's Savia? Don't see a lot of guards around.
We are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there. Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Greenwich Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Oh, we need to deal with him then, no doubt.
I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Ruggieri. Something
Yeah.
wanted?
I should go and speak to this Ilari.
I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not, I hear, by choice. Why do this?
I've lost a lot to the storm myself.
I wish
I want to help.
as you do. I might get a full night's rest. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk
Western
into the
part.
water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to
Well, I
resolve
can try
this.
and find a peaceful
I'd
solution.
appreciate your looking for it.
How are
We have
things
no
otherwise?
storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the
So
people
people
are terrified of
survived.
this giant the scouts reported. It is
Mhm.
chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
Might have been. They're not though.
What happened? I showed
What
the young
happened?
fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Was it that guy over there?
Savia, you know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Okay, well, goodbye for now. Don't want any of that. Let's just get out of here. So, in the western part of town, that would be down past the house we were just in, I would guess, down below it. The loading times are relatively long, but... Okay, let's try the trading post. They said west, I'm not thinking. It's down there by that Kraken's Eye place, isn't it? Where we're going to want to go. Right, well let's... Oh, was the trading post the... Was that... Is this the trading post? Craftsman. That must be the trading post, right? Yeah. There's a market down here. I don't really need to see that. I don't think anyone there's given me quests. Doesn't look like it.
Here you find civilization, amigo. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive. That is...
Will it?
Unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Okay, he's wanting to sell his stuff. I'll leave that for now. Turn your gaze. I have many tasks to finish. Okay. There's Rinko's house. See what that's all about. And then we'll go over to the...
Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, master. Per complanker. Don't tell me you're here to complain too. The virus.
I'm not complaining.
Recruiting right off the docks. You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
I was hoping you might be able to help me, actually.
Ack, you and everyone else. Speak with Commander Savia at the jail, if you want a sense of how matters stand.
Okay, I can see that you're busy. See who Rinko is, and what's in their house. I'm looking at other things to do, because I guess a lot of people are kind of stuck in. I wondered about how easy it would be to organise like pen and paper role-playing games that you could do over a length of time. Hop in, hop out kind of thing. But I need to find somebody who's doing it, because I can't. I don't think I could create what would be required. Ugh, who's there, he says.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
I don't know, is that something possible, do you think? Who am I? It's a young Valian man. The first thing I notice is that he's been severely beaten. Groans and winces as he props himself up.
Exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
I don't think that's the right way to go about it.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
What happened to you?
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me.
Right, okay, so what happened? He cheated?
I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear. When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away. Bold as anything.
You should ditch the jewellery before a fight.
It was not a fair contest to begin with. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife,
Find his people?
Zeneta, she is out there, and I... Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin.
She took his coin purse.
How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son? That woman should be in the...
Not very easily.
The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Maybe I can reason with her. Where should I start?
I imagine she's back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt.
So a village northwest of here.
Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
Okay, I'll look into it. I don't think we want to be stealing from a guy who's...
I'm keeping Papa company till he's better.
I'll have
Mining operation charts. Okay. Let's see what else is happening around here. I wonder what the other side of the story is, because yeah, he's saying that it happened out of nowhere. Let's see, what else is there in this little town? It's not really a town, it's more of an outpost, isn't it? See this Soti. See what that's about. I guess that's this. Oh, goodness. She's gripping a golden candle, the flames guttering wildly. She holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars. One of them stumbles back, swiping the wax from his skin.
I did not sign up to be burned.
What do you think you're doing?
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited.
She's got her arms crossed over her chest and she's ornery.
She's missed one of the biggest reapings of all time.
Oh, the biggest reapings.
Souls that need us.
Now, is that right?
Don't push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Excuse me? She wants to do what now?
Here, I'll light them all at once.
She sways a lantern in an intricate pattern before the priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, her arms hurtling with a deceptively hidden strength. What souls are you going on about? The ones you dreamed died?
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
I'm looking for an Andra statue inhabited by Aethys.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Why do you want to go inland?
Their souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Is that right?
No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wingleth, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my God.
Yeah, but not as one of his followers. You can come as long as you don't get in the way.
Offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it. You won't regret this.
Hey.
She glances at him. She stands next to us.
Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't
Oh.
know won't hurt her.
Yeah, tell her she's dead, or... what do we want? We could have a priestess, a monk. That's like... I want her to be a monk. Just because why not? Let's check our inventory. What does she have as a weapon? A sickle. Yeah, okay. I can accept that, I guess. Right. So now over here, there's somebody else to deal with.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an island
Whatever.
get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
It's not right.
I would assume the people we're looking for this other mission
No word from the Animancers? Not a thing.
are probably in this tavern. Let's see. This is obviously to do with the Why did it say to the west as in the town? Or to the west of the town? Because this is to the east. So, surely this isn't the place. Let's see. A guard. A couple of regular people.
Sure, a weather mage is a useful person to have on a crew.
But to tame a storm? That Juana woman frightens me.
Musicians. I wonder if they know throw a coin to your witcher. Hopefully not.
My eye, you rotten thief!
Sorry, I was just looking at it.
Touching what doesn't belong to you is a good way to land in a gibbet. Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve.
Oh good, I've got some ale, thank you so much. How can you tell?
Secret to it, we haven't had a new ship in port since the storm rolled through. And yet, here's a stranger in my tavern.
Alright, any chance you saw the fight between Rinko and Mokeha?
Mokeho? That'll be the Juana the poor fool got into a dust-up with, I expect. Yeah, I saw it. Made a real mess, they did. The two of them were having a game of cards.
I see.
I could see. Guess things between them soured in a hurry. I kicked the Juana out, had a few men carry what was left of Rinko home.
Do you know who started it?
Could have been anything. Rinko doesn't know when to quit talking, and some of those Juana are real serious types. As far as I'm concerned, we owe the Storm Speaker for keeping the town in one piece.
Probably, yeah.
Don't mean I'd invite her people over for tea.
So they were playing against each other.
Yeah. Think maybe Rinko wasn't expecting one of the Juana to know the game so well. He looked real nervous by the end.
He was cheating.
Well, no more than
Do you know him?
He's a hard man to like.
He's a hard man to like.
Came here with the wife, an animancer. One of Odorisi's lot.
Governor could tell us more about that.
Just hope you don't mean to dredge anything up again. Leave the... Not much
Want to hire crew onto my ship.
Come by when you've got work.
Come by when you've got work to offer. Why call it the Kraken's Eye?
It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled
Alright, so that actually came from a Kraken.
belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day, and for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes. My proudest moment and
Good.
my dearest treasure. I would...
Okay, well, bye for now. And there's a sailor, and a servant behind the bar, and somehow he was able to see us from the other side of the wall. Okay, well what I'm pretty sure of now then is that, yeah, let me check our journal. Okay. Assist Shoti's efforts to shepherd lost souls. Travel to Gorechi Street, located in the western part, and find Mokeha. So the western part is said near the water, but there's no water to the west as far as I could see. It's all in the eastern side. It's a mission in town, we may as well do it before we move on. I reckon.
No word from the animancers?
Not a thing.
Let me see something. Area map. To the west. Unless there's more off to the other side. Near the water, it said.
Race you to the coral. No contest.
Fresh fish.
What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
Sailor. How's he going to race him in that little boat there? They're going to have like a rowing race. Fair wind to you, that person says. See, I just don't know. Am I going... So is it this way? Ah, Goreshi Street. It'll take me an hour and 9 minutes to get there, so it's actually quite a big place then. Is that Satuzi place? Is that the village where that person is? If it is, we can maybe go there too. Well, let's not put the cart before the horse, as they say. Let's do this first. As you make your way through the side streets of Port Magi, you come upon visual traces of the storm's passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings, and we pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. Cobblestones beneath our feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long we're ankle deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding worsens up ahead where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Magi's residents have fled this region for dry land. But the murmur of raised voices ahead, and the occasional splash, suggest we're not entirely alone. Well, let's see. There's a spirit there.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness.
But I'm quite blinding.
Quite blinding.
It's the last thing you remember.
I came to help one of the traders gather her belongings. Then other men...
The other men struck you, yeah.
Struck me over and over. Is that why I cannot see?
Sorry, but you've died.
Oh, but this is terrible.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
There we go, she's helping him. That's him then. We've got some people that are looting because, you know, everyone else is... That'll do. I'll just have all the stuff that they've been stealing. I mean, I'm stealing it as well, but... I'm only doing it because they did. Our motion slowed a little bit. Okay, so we're looking for this guy. Who supposedly... well, needs to be stopped, basically. But where would he be? There's another spirit over there. Let's go speak to this spirit.
Nothing but endless grey mist.
This is not the afterlife she was promised. A friend here's a harvester of gone. She'll help you find your way.
You'd best follow me then.
There we go. Another spirit for her to... A few scraps of detritus float upon the water. Okay, we got some level up options available to us. Okay, so Eder first. Again, mechanics is going to be his most useful skill. We'll boost his bluff skills as well. Right, we should probably level up a fighter skill now, just to... ensure he's... okay.
What do you need?
I'm here.
And I think I can see the enemies that we're having to deal with in a minute. What would be useful for me to have? I'm just going to boost athletics again. And my intimidation skills, it couldn't hurt to boost those too. Or I can take any of these. Hang on. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
What do you need?
She hasn't leveled up.
What can I do you for?
Yeah?
Okay, let's go see. I think this must be the person that we were wanting to speak to. A street thug.
Not much cause
And
to go
Ilari.
this way unless you're looking for trouble. Though you've found it.
Savia sends me. She needs to stop the looting. Oh, he's laughing at me.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
I'll show you a cut. So let's kill his friends first. I know she said she didn't want a bloodbath. But at this stage, you know, it's clear that he's not gonna be friendly. We spoke with him. He didn't have much to say. She's not going to be happy that we killed him though. She said she didn't want a bloodbath. And that's just exactly what we've given them, unfortunately. Okay, let's get out of here and let's... Well, tell her the good news, which is that that guy's not going to be a problem anymore. I'm assuming this... Is this the village? Where those people live? We'll find out next, on the next step, once we've gone through here. She's not going to be happy. Not at all happy, I'm sure. But, you know, we didn't get a choice. We tried to talk him out of it. I wasn't going to give him my money, and I'm pretty sure she didn't want to owe him a favour. Let's find out what she says. She's not going to be happy, I'm telling you now. They're asking if I'm here to stay. No. Not if I can help it, thanks. Oh yeah, I need to check something on my journal. Which is... That, northwest of Port Maggi. Yeah, that'll be what that is. Well, we'll go there afterwards then.
Fresh fish.
And speak to that person. Then it'll turn out that he was cheating, or he was... Basically, it'll turn out that he was the one that was in the wrong, not her. Maybe that's true, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know, you tell me what you think. She's not gonna be happy. Ilari's dead, he won't be any more trouble.
Ilari might be of use. The people knew him, respected him. He would have been trouble in the end, but no need to have hurried that along. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Maggi would be set right within the week.
Exactly right. See you later. Right, so we're going to have a look at this village that's up north. I'm going to assume the guy was gambling. And he lost. So now he's trying to find some way to get his money back by claiming he was cheated. 3 hours it'll take me to go there. Well, let's see what happens. And then we'll have to go ahead with that mission to find out what's going on at the other camp, or whatever it is. Rahi pods, okay. So who are we looking for? Mokeha's Lodge. That'll be what we're looking for. Ikoha.
I have had it shown to me on a map, the lands at the edge of the world. I did not ever think to meet a man from such a place.
Okay.
They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is
It's the only ship that survives.
I could protect Port Mage, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario
Why?
thinks I chose poorly.
Why'd you do business with the Valians?
Do not all people trade for the same reason? The Valians have brought us guns, medicine, wine,
Okay,
and food.
yeah.
Some of them we have even convinced to help with the canoes. My people have come
Oh.
to enjoy these things. The medicine has helped many of the children recover from fever. We gain from this peace. So long as Clario keeps his company masters away, we lose little.
Did your people see the giant?
One of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. The why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
Which direction did it go in?
No. Most fled the sight of it, and Clario has provided little information. This was the subject of our argument. Perhaps he will tell you more.
Well, he doesn't believe it, so...
Yes, but it will take Clario's assistance. Convince him, and I will aid you.
Why'd you have to wait?
One of his people now. It falls on him to protect you.
Mokeha, causing trouble.
Mokeha is proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience.
Is she your daughter?
She shares my blood, my caste, my temper. But she is a daughter of the tribe. It is
Different among our people.
different among our people.
She nearly killed someone.
Mokeha could have killed him if she wished to. Is it not enough that he lives?
I'm not sure yet.
You are certain. I will help if I can.
Can I go up and speak to her? Let's see what she says. We're going to talk to her now. She'll probably attack us too. I don't want to attack anyone if I can help it. I'd rather not fight her, because then this whole village will probably turn against me. I'm not stealing, I'm just looking. Don't see a coin purse lying around. And she's not here. So where is she then? Maybe she'll meet us as we're coming out. Or not. So I wonder where she is then. I'm pretty sure what they said about, you know, if she wanted to kill him, she would have. I'm pretty sure that's probably the case. Is this her? Nope. I mean, it could be, I don't know. There she is. She's looking at me with an intense stare.
You were looking for
No, you don't. Renko says you robbed him.
Rinko? The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms, even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Ringo. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry.
Right.
Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Sadahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat. Yes,
I believe that.
I beat him. Why does this concern you?
You've been branded a thief.
Do you mean I am Mataru? I am the guard in Sadahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
He's just a merchant. He can't fight you as an equal.
I did not consider this. He is Kwaru. It is not in him to fight for the village. Perhaps I was impatient.
I think people usually apologize for this kind of thing.
But I will ask Akawa to send a healer. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering. Here, take it. I have no need for his Valian coin.
And she's given his coin purse back too. Okay, well we're going to give him his coin purse then.
May Amira's winds blow sweet.
Guess you and the governor don't get on.
Than it may seem. Clario can be reasoned with, especially if one approaches him with coin in their pocket.
Yeah, unfortunately that's what I thought about him as well. More interested in making money than helping anyone, unless that allows him to make money, of course. Right, so we can go back here to Rinko's home. Wait, is that taking me straight to the governor's estate? I didn't want to go right in his house. I can actually choose where in town I want to go to. Wow. That's pretty good. Where I want to go to is Rinko's house. Fortunately, I've chosen to go to the governor's. Now, I don't know if that means I'll be inside or not. If I'm inside, that's a bit of a pain, because then I'll have to go through another loading screen. Like that. But not much I can do about it. Just have to do it. Okay, let's go to Rinko's house and give him his purse back. Tell him not to lie about people. That'll then allow us to head out to the next area. No doubt this guy will complain about something else. It's not all in there. Right, let's go speak to this idiot. There he is.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
Spoke to her. She claims that she won fairly and you insulted her.
Surprise! The brute speaks. And you have survived the conversation in one piece. Merda. Perhaps my tongue was loosened by drink. What of it? Is any man who insults the savage's pride due a beating? The law is on my side.
May help if you didn't call them savages.
Only to Mokeha, that shark-faced harpy. May Andra's beasts feast upon her eyes. She cheated me. Are we to lose our home for the sake of Clario's alliance?
She didn't apologize. Rest to Darmore, spend the rest of your life eating nothing but soup.
It is not enough that she has ruined me. Now I must hope that Clario's dogs will...
Did I just steal his coin purse?
Arrives, I will take my family back to Ostia.
I've kept his coin purse. That was a bad decision. But you know what? Turned out he wasn't a good person in the first place. Probably shouldn't have taken his coin purse, but never mind. But she didn't apologise. It wouldn't be right to tell him she apologised.
Gods, I beg you, grant me a posting on the far side of the world.
He doesn't want to be here. Oh. Okay, so what do we have? The Lantern of Gone. That's just gradually she's going to harvest souls. So we need to reach this dig site to the east. In the case of both missions that we have, it's the same thing. How do I change maps? That's not where I want to go. I want to go outside. So how do I do that? Okay, how do I change the map to go somewhere else? I'm confused. How do I... None of those tutorials are what I'm looking for. Okay, let's just have a look. Actually, take away the combat, basic. World map. Why did I switch to a world map? Seriously, how did I get out of here? Is it this? No. How'd you get away? How'd you change where you are? And get back to the main world map? Honestly, how'd you do it? Hang on. Leave town on foot. Okay, I need to actually leave. And then at that point I can choose where I want to go. Now I understand. It would have been easier if that checkpoint for leaving town was just there and you could just walk to it. I would have thought. Just click the area outside of town and there you are. Guess not. Right, so we have to go east to find this camp that they were concerned about. The Pohowaro Woods. So the dig site's over there. There it is. Oh look. Footprints. I guess we'll have to use this Wakura pass to actually get there. There's an old battleground there. Yeah, it looks like we have to go through this pass to get there. To the dig site. Trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks. The sparse plants to the immediate sides roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred. Let's search. That's got to be him, hasn't it? Because he's got the best knowledge. Adair makes sense of the chaos within moments. No blood spatter suggests it was not a fight, and he identifies the clawed prints of Zorips. A dry and ropey vine's been pulled taut against the path. If we disarm the trap, it'll draw their attention. Well, we'll disarm the trap. And we continue forward without any more interference. And here's the Angwithan dig site. What's that up there before we can get some fresh fruit out of it? Let's go to this dig site then. See the damage. See what they've done to the place. Hopefully not a huge amount. Hopefully.
I'll take care of this.
Watch your weight.
Oh, Shoti's bending double with her hands resting on her knees.
I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls. Please, Watcher.
Go on then.
Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
There aren't any here.
Just look at all these corpses.
They had their souls sucked out by Aethys. The corpses are empty husks. Caused a bivouac.
So it's not just symbolism in my dreams. I saw my god walking through storms. Didn't know he created them. While I thank you for shielding my pride, Watcher, I figure it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you don't mind, I'll just do a calling real quick.
Yeah, go on then, I'll allow it.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
Yeah, but there's nothing there.
It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep them safe.
Yeah, but there aren't any.
To hell and can take them into his divine embrace.
What do you mean?
Keeping lost souls. And here.
Better not be.
That's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
She's keeping lost souls inside her lantern. Not sure how I feel about that. Right, so let's check out the damage here. Another body. Another body. Oh, I see something to fight. Its arm. Any chance you could kill it quickly, please? And now the other one.
Not even close.
Got him.
Keeping an eye out.
Let's sneak around a little bit. Can head down to a luminous Adra pool. Look at Aethys's football footprints. His football prints, yeah. He was playing football and he just made marks on the ground, that's all. Yeah, a giant football. Got an ancient training hall. I'm just going to open up the map for this place, and I think I'll probably choose this point to finish up. So what's that? Extreme danger inside. By order of Odorisi, the training hall's off limits. Got Gosha. What's that? Someone's dog? That's what it looked like in the picture.
I'll take care of this.
So that's more another way to get into that training hall. Take that. Whoever's in here left in the middle of drinking their tea. Scrawled note. Take this coin to the Huana village, see if you can round up anyone willing to do a week's digging for pay. Did they find anyone, do you think? That's the foreman's quarters. Yeah, we'll circle the place. Come on then, guys. What's down there, I wonder? There's some sort of beast there, look. It's like a panther of some kind.
Careful, I see them.
Yeah, I see them too. Let's go down and clear whatever's outside.
Hey,
There's only one of them. There's two of them. Of course there are. But in the end, they didn't stand a chance. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind the glass.
Are the beasts gone?
I took care of them, yeah. She turns away for a muddled exchange with others. Now, is the guy here that we were looking for?
Perfetto. We are saved.
Saved, so he says.
Watcher? We're always happy to help.
Governor Clark
Yeah, we are.
must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
No, he sent me to find Odorisi.
I told you the governor does not care about
Exactly.
This is all about profit.
Caloste. You are here.
It is, though.
That is what matters.
Where's Odorisi?
He is still in the ruins, we think.
He's in the ruins. Right, what happened?
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim. The ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
That's when those of us with a grain of sense...
Are these animancers? What happened then?
Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed
Aethys.
through the arena toward the pillar. Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze.
Mm-hmm. It's just like what happened... What Theos was doing in the first game.
Started going through the tents. It was awful, but
Engfirth?
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Odorisi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Through the door next to the ramp. If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
Hey.
Engfirth? It's Aloth Corficer.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast...
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
You're making a really great case for
Outside of
Engfirth.
this cage, his skills would be a boon. I do not expect the ruins will be any safer.
No, probably not.
Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife. It would be prudent to take help.
As long as Engfirth is willing to go.
It's Aloth.
I would be happy to assist.
I'll gladly accept his help.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
I shall try. Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
You've made new friends. Animancers.
Company, though this only confirms that animancy is a hazardous pursuit at best.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Of course we're taking him. Do I want him to be a battle mage? I'm going to have him a pure wizard, because a lot of our people... Right, we're going to level up. It's the last thing we're going to do tonight, I think. Level up. I want to increase that. And that. What else? Okay, let's take that just to have it. I can also add an additional weapon type on if I want. So we'll take another two-handed option then.
Yeah.
Let's level everyone up before we finish for today. Mechanics, again, is probably one of his most useful skills. That one. In terms of other abilities, let's give him some bonus defense, because he's going to be mostly roguelike. Oh, sweet, I can choose one for each class. Escape. Let's give that a go. Well, he can also have a bit of a boost on his one-handed skills. That one. Makes sense.
What can I do you for?
We'll level her up as well. Alchemy, it would appear, is probably one of her most useful skills. That and insight. Okay, what have we got? She's unlocked all those passives. The pain, the monk's able to cleanse their body. Dance of Death. Yeah, let's do that. I can have two. Let's take a regular one and a passive as well. I'm not using a weapon in each hand. Who do we have here? Wait, she can level up again? Well, okay. Should definitely give her that then. And this, I guess. What do we take this time? We can choose one ability. Let's have Force of Anguish. And she's mostly one-handed, like axe type weapons. Let's take that one then in that case. Obviously she had 2 levels to take. And that's Aloth.
What can I do you for?
I'm here.
There we go. 4 of us now. Okay, that's where we're going to end for tonight, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed Pillars of Eternity 2. Deadfire, and what we've learned in the short time we've been here. We'll be back with more of this over the next few days, I'm sure, given that I know this is a game that takes quite a while to get through. If you've enjoyed it, please feel free to hit that follow button there if you're watching me on Mixer. If you're like as well, you can watch me on YouTube at Supernautus Streams, and if you're enjoying the video there, please feel free to hit that like button and maybe add a subscription. For now though, I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye for now.